Hello everyone, we are Team 5 and welcome to our presentation on Workshop 3. We are going to present our experimentation on our app, Catcha, a mobile platform that is created to share rights. The first thing I'm going to talk about is refined UX model that includes Catcha's values. First value is economical experience. It's affordability. People really stress on that when they go to an app, and is one of our values that we give to customers. And the second experience customer are having is technological efficiency. As an online mobile platform that is free, is very efficient and easy to use. It is also very environmental friendly, that will provide environmental friendliness experience because it helps saving cars and gas that produced by cars. And about interpersonal experience is about collaboration and collective intelligence and trust among people, that people would actually trust each other to share rights. And ethical experience is important because it protects users' data and we secure privacy of customers. As well as emotional experience, people will reach a certain level of emotional perceptiveness when they go from start using the app to the end, the outcome of using the app.
We have did the online surveys, which have the sample size of 30 students. We are focusing on the student which is lived in Finland, which is our target customer, because we would like to focus our market in Finland. So we are asking for their feedback of our and opinions. Yes, also, and what is the attitude towards our apps during in our questionnaire survey? And we have used Google Sheets, which have also attached in the PowerPoint, so you can have a look of the questionnaire. In the questionnaire, we have separate into two parts. Part one, which is some basic information, which is the geographical information, like what is your sex, what is your occupation, and where you live in Finland, near the city or not near the city. Just provide some geographical information so that we can analyze this data later on. So in our first background, we also ask about the age as well. That's why, which is a very basic information. And in our second part, we would like to ask for more data, more feedback towards our application. That's why we have provide a video, and also we have provide a written description about our app, so that we can let our question the people who fill in the questionnaire, they can know what's happening, what is our app is talking about, and so that they can more accurately to rate our apps. And in our second part, we have asked question like what is their attitude towards our apps. So we will ask them, what do you think of the newness of the idea, and rate the rating on that. Have you heard of any similar website or apps before? Which platform have you ever used those similar ones to get it right? And to what extent do you think that the attractiveness of our apps? And to what extent are you willing to get on otherwise? To what extent you think this app is useful? To what extent you think this app is useful in traveling to other city or place? To what extent you would like to use these apps in the future? If the apps is launched, would like to use the apps? And if this app is launched, and what you are going to be, the demander or the supplier? And also, to what extent you would like to use these apps instead of for short distance instead of long distance, because our apps nowadays would like to focus on short distance, so that we can avoid some competition in other apps like the BlaBlaCar. That's why we have set the above question. So that from the above question, you can see that we are going to ask about not only ask about their attitude, but also ask about their market opportunity. So if they're willing to get on PeopleRise, and if they don't have any enough information of similar apps or similar platforms, that means that we have a large market opportunity to do this application in Finland only. Although this idea or this apps or the formation of this apps is not new, but in Finland it is new. So for the summary of our survey, did we get the information to show that we have a great market opportunity? And I will pass to Sarah for this part, and she will further explain the details part of our summary, so you will know more about it. So let's pass to Sarah.
Okay, since our group also conducted a survey to get more information about the market for Katja, and the survey have received 31 responses from people who live not only in Jyväskylä but also other cities as well. So now let's take a look about the result. First of all, the newest of this ID, as you can see here, around like 35% said this ID is old or not new. However, 45% think this ID is quite new, and 25% said have said this ID is really new for them. The next question, we asked them, have they ever heard about a similar application or website before? We got 83% people say yes in this question, and only 17% say they don't know any similar website application. And interestingly, when we ask more about this, among those 83% of people said the most common similar method they have used our website and Facebook, with 85% and 52% respectively, and actually only 7% they use the similar application, we can say like BlaBlaCar. So in this point, our group understand that those methods might not really convenient for user, because especially for Facebook, because they said that it's really hard for them to shorten the route that they want to travel, because there are too many different processes that they cannot keep track well. So our group believe in Finland market, there's still more room to develop the application for this demand. The next one, the attractiveness of the Katja application. In this question, we received the positive response for the attractiveness of the application, with more than 80% of people who think this app are really high attractive. So we believe that if we have a good marketing strategy at the beginning, we will achieve a significant number of users. But when we talk about the willingness of people when it comes to getting on the other ride, we can see only 20% of people, they are highly willing to do this. However, in overall, the willingness are moderate, because around 40% said they are not willing to do this. However, if we ask them to rate the usefulness of the application, we also got the positive result, with around 80% people think this application are useful for them to traveling from another city, and also we got 70% of people said they are highly likely to try this application in the future. So basically, we can see the conflict between the high potential of using this app and also high usefulness compared to the moderate level of willingness. So our group understand that it is also about safety when customer get this ride from stranger people. So to solve this problem, our group think as long as we try to improve the reliability of this application, for example, like ensuring the good driver by giving them a comment from other user, etc., we can train the habit and increase the willingness. In the next question, we ask if this application is launched, who you would like to be, and we can see here the number of people who need to find a ride is much higher than the number of people who provide a ride. which around like 65% compared to 39%, almost double. At the first time, we think this is really good because more demand, high demand. However, we understand the imbalance in this case not really good. What if the customer cannot find the route that they want to travel frequently, soon or later, they will stop using this application in the future. So we also emphasize that the importance of attract more and more people who have a car and usually travel to join this application, maybe by offering them some benefit or traveling discount coupon, etc., which may think quite useful to attract them. And the last question, to what extent you would like to use this application for short distance instead of long distance? In this question, you can see the majority, around like more than 70% in total, said they refer to use this application for short distance instead of long distance. So our group decided at the beginning, we will highly focus on providing short distance travel instead of long distance. Okay, so now that is all about the result of the survey. So now let's talk more about the focus group with my friend.